Hi-ho, Timothy Frog here, and I just wanted to say that I approve Geeks 5 Ever on Facebook.
Woo-hoo! It's Geeks 5 Ever, and I approve this message.
And we're under SUBSIDENCE, and this is Geeks 5 Ever.
What is up, everyone? This is your host of the Geeks 5 Ever podcast. I am now officially known as Anime Unrated. I went by Jesse GOKU, but due to some unwanted messages on Facebook and maybe Twitter, maybe some other social media, whatever, things happen, people are weird, and that's why we're doing this podcast. So today, our special guests are Lightsy, who is a cosplayer residing out of Houston, Texas, always returning with us, is Saki Kitty.
Yay!
And we have that guy who's also known as Link, that guy, and my
Black employee.
Not black employee.
That's also on Facebook.
Yeah, we call him Black Sonic. He's an intern. He'll get a role with Geeks 5 Ever soon. He's just listening today. But today, man, we got one of the biggest subjects that it affects the community, not just cosplayers, but as a whole. If you are on social media, you're gonna have something that is called creepers. And today we're gonna be talking about creepers. That's why I got cosplayers here. And we even got a guy here to talk about creepers, because guys can have creepers.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
Protect your junk.
you gotta... Okay. You gotta always protect the McNuggets.
Oh. Hey, guys
So,
have creepers too, man.
Saki Kitty's been with us before. She's introduced herself many times. So we've had her on the show like probably 3 times already.
It's maybe 4. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know.
We don't know either.
I like this podcast.
But Delta H-Con is a week away.
I know, right?
But,
oh my god.
But by the time this video goes up, it'll be over.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're doing podcasts at Delta H, aren't we?
We are going to do several.
Nice.
I actually have to go around Delta and interview the celebrities. So by the time this video goes up, Delta H-Con has already passed. And I got to say, even though I'm not predicting the future, but I'm going to say it was probably a lot of fun, especially because I probably got drunk.
Probably.
Yeah,
Most likely.
More than likely.
It'll be all of us.
Multiple times.
The forecast is 100% chance of being shit-faced. So, Lightsy, this is your first time being on the podcast.
It is.
Well, I forgot to tell you this before we started, but for legal purposes, if you're going to badmouth somebody, please don't say their name.
Okay.
That's all I ask.
Gotcha.
So introduce yourself to the future listeners of tomorrow.
Okay, well, my name is Lancey. I'm obviously from Houston, like he said. All I do is sit at home and play video games and work. That's all I do. My next convention's probably New York Comic Con. I know some of you have probably seen me posting about it. I am going to be doing my White Mage, and I don't know what else I'm going to do. Probably something cool.
For which game?
I'm Final Fantasy 14,
What?
not White Mage. I'm making the cat ears and everything. My friend is helping me with that, so super excited. Probably the last convention I went to was Anime Matsuri. It was okay. But I'm excited to be here with GOKU for my first podcast here with him. So
At least with Geeks 5 Ever.
yes.
Okay, so that you got it there, folks. She's single. She's 5'5". She's
I'm
20.
5'6".
Whatever.
She got glasses.
She likes to play video games. She
If you
doesn't
play
like
World of Warcraft,
she
hit
doesn't
me
like
up.
strolls in the park.
I like strolls to the bank.
GameStop.
No, strolls to the buffet.
No flowers. GameStop gift cards will do well though.
Or Steam. Or League of Legends because I need skins. My birthday's next. Oh no.
Skins.
Yeah, I need DJ
You heard
Soda.
her. Let's go outside and skin some people.
The eyes of our enemies.
Oh my god, yeah, I need to
But
drink the
feel
blood of
free
my
to
enemies.
speak up because everyone's like super loud when their sound comes on. You're like,
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Language.
hey,
Okay.
I don't care. Mature audiences. We changed our when we first started doing the podcast with Saki Kitty. We had a strict rule of
It was like PG.
yeah, PG.
Okay.
That must have been very.
Yeah, I couldn't say boobs.
We were debating whether we could say boobs or not.
Yeah, we
So
were
is
literally
it, like,
debating
rated
on
But
it.
right
ever
now?
since we did the podcast with Under Subsidence, the metal band that provided the theme song for Geeks
Oh,
5
that's
Ever,
awesome.
we changed our rating to mature audiences. Just all of our podcasts from this point forward are mature audiences.
So I
Okay.
could say fuck.
Shit! Fuck. Don't go overboard with it,
Hitting
though.
croissants. Okay.
Not because we have to put disclaimers up. Not for the easily offended.
Oh
Not-
god, not for the
No,
SJW.
no,
Half the
people
Or
are
the
probably gonna get
Tumblerinas.
offended. They're gonna
Not
be
for people that
offended.
go on Tumblr. Oh,
I
damn.
mean, damn
You don't want to.
it.
No, don't mess with Tumblr, man. Tumblr.
I go on
scary.
Tumblr, but just for the hentai.
Okay, so
Thank you.
how long
I'm
have
the
you been
only one.
cosplaying?
For cosplaying, my sophomore year of high school. Oh, God.
Was that 2 weeks ago?
2016. Get out of here. God, what is it? 2016? 5 years ago? Yeah, 5 years ago.
Thanks for making me feel old.
I am sorry.
I started cosplaying when I was
God.
19 and
My
back in 27.
first cosplay was a geisha, and it was the worst thing ever.
Why?
It
Yeah.
was bad. Really bad. I didn't know, like, what to do at the time, because I was like, oh, anime convention! And then, like, I saw everyone was, like, super better than me. I was like, oh, what
Yeah,
is this?
I saw
What am I?
What
It's not always like that because
what was your first cosplay?
My first cosplay, it was Rinoa from Final Fantasy VIII. It was like a simple one, so I just like glue things together and it worked.
That was me on my Attack on Titan cosplay.
My
It's just like super glue. It worked
Yeah.
perfectly fine. I'm actually planning to like hopefully redo that now since I have more. Because I'm thinking of redoing my old ones just to see how well I did in the past years. But like honestly, like I said before, it took me like 2 years to actually sew straight.
Hey, shit, I still can't sew. I've told everyone many times on this podcast.
I can't sew.
I can't sew. You know what I do? I hot glue my clothes together.
That's what I do, but
Yes,
like
you can
I
actually
actually-
do that. There's
you can.
tutorials. There's tutorials to just use
I
fabric
actually
glue.
commissioned my white mage for Tori. So
Yeah, I've been
That's
seeing
cool.
some of the progress
I
on
can't
that.
wait.
Oh
I'm
my-
excited. I made my white mage in Final Fantasy, so I'm excited.
I'm excited for my cosplay. I'm gonna be cosplaying pixelated Pac-Man.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be running around the con. My friends are gonna dress up as the ghost. But the cool thing is we're gonna put on our cosplays in different sections of the con. So when we run into each other, it's a legitimate surprise.
That's great. Oh my god.
Oh, I can't wait for my Harley
This is
Quinn.
the same guy that cosplays Pink Barney.
Do I know this? Oh, you play cosplay Pink Barney. I haven't seen your Pink Barney. I've
I've
seen
seen
pictures. I've seen pictures.
How have you not seen a
repairs right
pink
now.
dinosaur?
I don't know if I have, because like at Onicon I
People
might
are
have.
so scared of me that even the Five Nights at Freddy people were like, "Holy shit!"
Really?
They're like,
Oh, dude, I remember when I did the live action Pokemon battle. Have you done one of those before?
"We did one, but we did like an RPG style."
Oh,
version of
okay,
it."
because that was fun.
Yeah, I think they're gonna have another one at Delta H, aren't they?
Yeah, they're having a Pokemon.
It's not mine.
Oh yeah, I know that.
I did mine at Oni.
Well, we stopped calling it Pokemon battle. We started calling it RPG battle because it's
That sounds
more
fun.
funnier.
Yeah.
I roasted Kylo Ren as Barney.
Nice.
Finally.
That,
So,
that
okay.
shouldn't have been too hard.
No, it
I
wasn't.
really should.
I actually sang the I love you, and then I just
He's
roasted
like,
him. I don't remember what I said, but I was on fire.
Probably.
Oh, so what the hell were we talking about?
Creepers.
Well, I was about to.
Beside that,
You were just introducing her.
you were introducing.
Well, because it's your first time here, so thank you for being.
Thank
with
you for
us.
having me. If you hear cats in the background, there is a serious cat fight going on.
Ah,
Oh, they stopped.
Okay.
They
that was
That's
really
right.
paying attention.
So, you know, as a cosplayer, I've been cosplaying since 2007. My first convention was Onicon, 2007.
So was mine.
Hey.
I think it was the second year Onicon was
Mine was
established.
I went in 2012. This was my first Onicon. I loved it. The rave there is awesome.
Man, I think
Oh,
I don't
man.
know.
That thing went
I think
down
mine
well.
was like what 2004 or 5.
Well, you went to cons with us at 2008.
Okay, was it that time? I don't remember because I remember I was with. It was the first time I met you and
Yeah, it was
like
2008
Leslie.
and
In
you made
2008.
Matsuri.
Okay, yeah, 2008 then. That was my first time.
Back
And I
when
just
it was
2008 Matsuri.
yeah.
Back when it was out in the woodlands and
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
The best anime Matsuri in my mind was 2009.
Yeah.
That's when they were going head to head with Kami. I've always said
Oh,
that.
nice.
See,
Yeah.
Kamikaze-Con was a small convention that went around the exact same time frame as Anime Matsuri. Anime Matsuri did everything in their power to bury that convention.
Yep.
And sadly, they did. They
Well, that's not necessarily true.
Well, I mean, they came back, what, 2-3 years ago?
No,
then they went back
Mark's
down.
wife was pregnant with like their second or third child, and I really shouldn't be putting his business out there, but he thought it'd be better to just focus on his family.
That makes sense.
That makes
yeah.
that makes sense.
That's understandable.
I had to bring logic into this conversation.
Right. Well, because he ran a restaurant and he ran the convention.
Oh, really?
Oh wow.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because I heard running a convention, it really takes like a lot.
Yeah,
of
I
time.
met Mark through Eric Castillo, Shout out to
That sounds
Eric.
Hi, Eric.
What's up?
But so as a female cosplayer, I'm not assuming your gender.
How
Oh
dare
God.
you say my
Okay,
name.
here's the thing, folks. Before anyone gets offended from this point forward, I'm not politically correct. Okay, so shut the hell up.
You know that too, right?
Yeah, I heard that too.
I heard nothing.
That was the ghost.
Yeah. If he wants to be part of the podcast, okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm Casper.
Or she.
Then you have
So-
to ask how friendly.
I'm gonna cosplay the what was it, that movie? 13 Ghosts.
No, Casper. Casper's better.
Casper's better.
I actually
Casper's
like the jackal from that
friendly.
movie. Oh, that's, he won't kill you.
At least not that we know of.
Oh god. Jasper.
Jasper. Casper, the modern day ghost. Life sucks.
The
Okay.
emo.
The emo Casper.
That's the washer.
Oh, okay. Like, that legit scared the crap. What?
That cat attacked
So, like,
you.
off camera there, the cats are parkouring off Goku's chair, and the washer is giving us all heart attacks.
Okay, well, unfortunately, should I edit that out?
What?
No.
That whole no.
No, that was...
Nah.
Okay, so as female cosplayers, and not just females, males too, but you do have to go through. You as cosplayers, you have your own fan pages. You post your pictures online. Not only that, but you post your progress pictures, and you want people to like your stuff. You want people to like follow you, maybe learn something from you. You know, maybe get a few fans here and there. But then again, you have your occasional person, like individuals
Creature of the night.
who take
Creature of the night.
creatures of the night.
Creatures of the night.
Your occasional. I'm Batman.
That was great.
Oh, yeah.
Doing the backpacks.
Yeah, so you have your occasional creeper, and it's not necessarily always a guy that's the creeper. It could also be a female creeper,
Oh.
and that's happened a lot. But I mean, what is that like going through? Like,
I mean, I can go through my Instagram and my...
this is a audio only podcast.
Yeah.
No, I can read them out to you.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Okay,
Oh,
so
God.
first one is, dude, you are like perfection, just an impulse telling me I want to get to know you. Hello, beautiful.
Did I send you that?
What is up, sexy Pokemon trainer?
Oh god.
Okay, and then let's just go to my messenger. I had one guy message me. I gotta find the thing first. Oh my god, it was... So there was a Pokemon group, right?
Mhm.
And we were talking, somebody decided to post something about Pokemon dating. And someone decided to take the liberty of messaging me. I posted one thing to troll.
And what did we learn?
Not to troll.
Yeah.
We
And-
learned
okay,
that
so
you
it
can't
was
always
like-
prevent forest
Okay, so it
fires.
was like, oh, you're on Team Instinct? I'm like, no, I'm on Team Failure. And they're like, I'm like, okay.
Did you say failer?
That's
said-
what I heard.
Okay. And they're like, get out of here. And they're like, well, you may find it weird that I'm about to ask you on a Pokemon date. And there was a Pokemon Go date discussion session going on. But since you're a fan of Boku no Academia, I'll let the fact you're a Veiler slide. I'm Corey, by the way. Where are my manners?
What the? Wait, what?
So you're a
Jesus.
fan of what? Boku no Piku?
No, Boku no Hero.
But My Hero Academia.
Did you has anyone ever messaged you, hey, I love your cosplay, do you feel like playing the hokey pokey?
I've had one guy ask for feet pictures.
Wow.
Tell him $50.
Dude,
50
you know, if that's how you make your money,
And then
props to
Google it.
you. I know, right?
Hey, don't knock the foot.
It reminds me of
People
Always
like
Sunny in
that.
Philadelphia when the guy was going to pay D $500 to massage her feet. She's like, $500? Just my feet? Well, I mean, she decided to be a foot hooker.
Oh, basically.
Oh, $500 to massage somebody's, to get your feet massaged? Hell yeah.
I'm down for it.
Hey, whatever get their car.
I'm in the long
Whatever.
line of work.
I know, right?
So, but like, okay, so when you're getting these messages from these people, like, how do you deal with it?
I
Like,
usually don't respond.
you don't respond.
I usually don't, or
Do
I'll
you
just
block
sit there.
them?
No, because it usually goes to my other, like, it gets into my other folder, and I just kind of leave them there. That's what I'm trying to find, but, like, I'll have people ask, they're like, oh, hey, baby. I'm like, chill. It's like, hey, if I paid you $100, would you take your top off? I'm like, no.
No, you
I've
say
had-
yes and you have another shirt underneath.
No, what you do is you pinch your whatchamacallit?
Your
What is this called?
elbows or
Your
something?
elbow together, and then just put a little thong on there and be like, hey, these are my butt. It was, and then that's how you make a butt picture.
Jesus. There's somebody listening to this taking notes. Pinch my elbow
Probably.
together.
The tech, the hidden tech.
Okay,
All
but
right.
how long? Okay, you haven't been cosplaying.
I haven't been cosplaying that
You haven't
long.
been cosplaying that long.
No.
You're still you're not green anymore, but you're still relatively new.
Yeah.
You're orange.
And, like, what was your first reaction when they started, like, when you started getting these?
I've
messages?
had the thirstiest people on my Facebook.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Grade A thirsty.
And I can't
but
believe
creepy.
I'm saying this, but what does thirsty mean?
Thirsty.
I know
means,
what it means, but for the
it
listeners
means
that don't.
when like you post a picture, you don't even have to have your tits out. But they're just like, oh yeah, you're so attractive, this is that. Oh well, and if you post something like, oh yeah, I'm bored, they're like, oh, you want to hang out? I'll pay for you. And like they keep messaging you, hey, what's up? Hey, and they won't take the hint.
Do you mind if we post some of your pictures on the podcast for people to look at?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Like, cause I've had really creepy photographers. Like, cause my lightning, when I do lightning, the skirt is short. I'll have to say that because it fits, but like.
It's like
I'm
a
tall.
headband for your ass. We get it.
Basically, yeah. I'm kind of tall. Yeah, I've done lightning before. And I've had people try to upskirt me.
Yeah.
I've had creepy. I know you would. I've had people come up to me and they're just like, "Hey, can you bend down?" I was like, "No, I can barely bend down myself." And they're just kind of like, "Oh, well." And we've been stalked at Comic-Con before. We've been stalked at.
I'm not even
Anime
subtle
Matsuri.
about it. I'd just be like, "Don't move, Lauren. Click,
I know,
click, click, click,
right?
click." Get out the camcorder.
Yeah, and I had one photographer took my pictures. He never messaged me back. He wanted me to pay for my own pictures.
Yeah, some of them will do that.
He didn't. Yeah, no, he didn't. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'll take your pictures," and then like months down the road, he's like, "Yeah, you gotta pay for them." I was like, "Okay, well, I didn't know you took my pictures, and I kind of want them." He's like, "Yeah, it's like $20 or something." I was like, "No, dude, you could have told me that." I was like, "I don't even know what you're doing with my photos right now." And like he'll post the creepiest video titles. It was like sexy lady or sexy Asian lady. I was like, it sounds like a porno.
But I mean that does. We talked about sexualization of cosplay.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're gonna talk a little bit with Sock Kitty to get her because she's over there checking Facebook or something.
No, I'm checking to see because I remember this a couple of conversations I had. I get the most creepers on my own personal page, like my regular,
Regular Facebook.
my regular
regular
instead of
Facebook,
my
me too.
my Saki Kitty page. Like the only like obscene like comment I have gotten was this guy who messaged me saying like you have nice boobs, instead of some other ones on my Facebook page who are like, hey, I want to see your tits, or what's the size of your boobs, and I'm just like, the not your business size, alright, you need to calm down.
Hey, don't be sharing our conversations.
I've had people send me dick pics.
Whoa!
I've had 3 dick pics. One was a Mexican dude. I couldn't understand. I was like, bro, I don't want to see that.
Fuck?
I don't want to see that tiny ass dick. And I was like, you know what? I blocked him. And then another guy sent one. I was like, if you're gonna send me a dick pic, at least just
put a top hat on there or something, a little mustache.
And then somebody decided to
Take off the
paint
smegma.
over their dick and make it into Legend of Zelda character. I was like, that doesn't count. I can still see a gonads. I'm like, no.
Legend of Smegma.
Legend of Smegma.
I'm so
God.
glad, Black Sonic, that we changed the ratings for the podcast.
I have not received like a dick pic, which I'm glad I haven't.
I have.
I haven't.
Is
What
it your own?
you upped me on that?
It doesn't count if you send them to yourself.
No, there was this. Trunks had this weird Dragon Ball Z friend, and we were arguing about Dragon Ball Z, and I showed him up, and so for like, he started sending me dick pics, and I blocked him, and then he made another account and started sending more dick pics, and I blocked him again, and then he made 5 accounts before he was done, and the fucked up part is that they were like different colored dicks.
Okay, I found my other folder.
Oh, Jesus
Is it
Christ.
that 4chan folder that says B?
No, it does not.
Does it say
God.
dick pics?
Save for later.
I don't want to see those.
No,
I'm not posting those on the podcast.
I definitely deleted those.
Jesus, throw that away.
No, you throw it away.
It fell.
You
Oh,
could
he
be
dropped
nice.
his gum.
You can be
It
nice
is.
and pick it up.
He
Yeah,
put it
it's
in his
not your
pocket.
I don't want to go to a trash can.
Here.
Oh, I found one. Yeah, people message me on my page, like my actual Facebook. I'm just like, no.
Because it's gonna get caught in your pocket. And it's gonna get sticky.
Don't tell me what to do.
It's not the only thing that's gonna get sticky.
Yeah, a
Right,
couple of them
right.
are like, "Hey, are you coming over here for I would love to take you to this place," and I'm like, "No, I'm not flying over to Miami, guys."
No, like I have
That's not
had
what
people
it is.
just kind of like. Well,
Have you had people offer you money to like go out with them?
Yes. I've had people bribe me with stuff to go out with them. They're like, well, what if I buy you this? Would you go out with me? I'm like,
The rare
No.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Buy me
I
next
know.
Xbox One and I might have dinner with you.
I know, right? Hey, I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna pay for my dinner,
Don't say that on here because I'll get all kinds of messages. Hey man,
Are you
who's that again?
serious?
Especially since we're posting a link directly to your fan page.
Oh shit.
Hey, so I heard you.
I
you're willing to
heard
go
you
to
like dinner.
Heard you like dinner.
I like trips to the bank also.
I like.
like trips
I
to
like
the-
Steam gift cards.
All right. League of Legends gift card, please.
For them skins.
But as a new cosplayer, that's got to be like kind of scary or.
It's scary when they actually see you at a convention and they come up to you and they start talking to you and hanging out with you like they're your best friend, and like I usually tell them to fuck off.
Well, before we get into the whole convention in person thing, is that discouraging though as a cosplayer?
No,
It
it's
doesn't.
not. It's not like, oh, if my cosplay is short, okay, so what? Like, there's this thing called porn for a reason. You can go look at it, not my pictures. It's not discouraging. I'll still cosplay whatever the hell I want to cosplay, but
But
it's just
you don't find it
creepy.
scary at all that somebody.
I don't find it. No, I don't find it scary. It's just like if you go on, it's your thing. I just find it creepy.
It's so far as much as like or as many as like creepers are
No.
on like on my page or even like on my personal page, which you think that would probably will just make me like stop entirely, and I'm just like, no, because I know what you look like, I know where you're going. Go ahead and try to do it in front of all of my friends. I dare you to, because I know for a fact my friends will probably beat the shit out of that.
Hell yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I mean,
Cracking enough.
we
Like,
don't
on-
condone
on-
violence here at Geeks 5 ever.
I'm just saying. It's
If
just,
I could
it's
talk
just-
about the creepers at GameStop, oh my god.
I'm like, go ahead and try, like, like, they act creepers. They're like, yeah, let me show you my dick. And I'm like, well,
I'm pretty sure that dick subsides to your ego, but
yeah. But, and that, at the same point, I'm like, I have, like, your name, and I know, like, stuff right there. And then I could tell people this, and people will literally
I think
will
the
be like,
best
what the
part is
fuck?
when you send it to their girlfriends.
Oh, yes.
Or their mothers.
I know, right?
Or I post some of that stuff on Facebook
Jesus
sometimes.
Christ.
too. I
I
do
thought
too.
that would be
I-
a good idea.
When I started to do that, when people start to be starting to be all creeper-like on my page, or not on my page, just like on messaging me and everything, and I made a statement saying, if you're gonna go ahead and start saying like, hey, I want you to suck my dick, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna post your name and your picture everywhere on Facebook, and you know what? That just killed it. I haven't gotten any problems
Yeah.
after that. Like, once you stated
No.
that you're gonna like blast them on Facebook, they literally will
They'll
stop
back
it.
off.
They'll
I'm
back
such a
off.
troll though.
Yeah,
Can
but
you imagine?
I'm a troll too. Like, I'll
if
do
I were to send you something like that, and Nicoletta, you told me that I'm gonna post it all over Facebook and send it. I'm like,
pretty sure he'd be like, do it, bitch.
playing
Do it.
hard to get.
God, no, I cosplay to work. I used to work at GameStop. That
I
was
used to work at
creepy.
GameStop.
That was
Was it fun?
creepy.
That place is a dream killer.
Yeah, it
It
is.
really is. No, dude, I had someone call the store after they left, and they're
shit.
like, hey, I know your manager was right there, but can I get your number? I was like, oh, no.
So listen,
And then I had
don't
some
work
other
at
guy, no, don't work at GameStop. I've gotten people slide me their numbers. Some guy was like, hey, baby, do you want to go next door? I was like, oh my god.
Hey girl, get my gamer tag.
So guys can
My
also
gamer score is not the
experience
only
creeping.
thing that's big.
Mr. Link, sir, have you, as a male,
Touch,
yeah,
Let's get
have
your opinion
have
on
you ever
it.
had anyone like
touch your
just
chest.
kind of like get too close or follow you or get a little clingy with you?
No,
No,
never had that experience.
No, remember that one guy that was harassing you when he
Well, that's harassment, though. That's
Was he
not-
trying to shake your hands with his mouth and your penis?
No.
Do y'all
No.
touch? Do y'all
Oh,
touch
God.
tips?
No.
Did you touch tips?
My sword to his nose, maybe, but,
Oh, okay. That's one tip.
but no, that was more harassment than
Like,
creepy.
Yeah.
guys can like when I was cosplaying the Great Salmon, there was this girl that would call me over the phone. It was always a blocked number, and it was really disturbing because I'm not really into that whole kind of thing where people touch themselves over the phone.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
Phone sex.
man.
I had an ex like that.
And I'm like, hello? And she's like telling me what she's doing to herself over the phone.
Ugh.
I'm like,
They didn't have the recording said, to listen to further details, please pay this much.
Now, I'll be like,
if you
why?
want to
Why?
hear the phone call, go to pornhub.com/geeks5ever. That's not true. That doesn't exist.
But they do
Go to
VR.
meatspin.com.
Oh.
Don't do that.
Just kidding.
Do it.
Go to Kids in the Sandbox.
Oh, I know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
Stop.
It's-
No,
I'll
no,
tell
no.
you after the
No,
Go
I'm
watch
gonna
Pudding
look at
Farts.
it now. Shit.
Don't.
No, don't. Go watch something more like hard, like soft,
Go watch
like pudding parts.
Teletubbies or something. Go watch something nice.
Look
All
it up. Fuck you, God.
Oh, God.
right, so
Look
but
up
like,
Smegma while you're at it.
okay,
as long
so
as it's
you're supposed to behave. Anyways, so Kitty, like
supposed to
on a
behave.
daily basis, maybe not a daily, maybe that's not the right term.
no.
On a monthly basis, how many creepers do you, on average, do you have to deal with?
Really, not that. What does it look? I wanna
He
see
looked it up
Let me see.
on
it.
my.
No, I want to see this.
No.
You looked up Kids in the Sandbox, didn't you?
I'm going home.
Oh
Right home.
my god, his face.
I want to see this. I won't judge you.
I won't
I might
judge
judge
you.
you.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people
Let me
listening to the
see
podcast,
this.
we do not encourage you to look up Kids in the Sandbox.
What
Please,
is this?
For the love of God, do not go on
Give me your
google.com,
Give me
type
your
into the
phone.
search bar Kids in the Sandbox, and do not click I'm feeling lucky.
Oh,
That's all the steps you need to
no.
do to actually run into the
Let me
video.
see this. Let me see this. It's okay. It's.
I won't
I've
judge
seen
you.
some disturbing shit in my time. Like,
Oh,
I've seen
God.
some disturbing shit.
It's not as.
I could beat y'all.
You probably could.
I
No.
could beat y'all, not
No.
because of my age. I'm like,
I'm gonna
not
stop the
saying it here.
podcast.
I'm not saying this here.
I'm going to stop the podcast. We're going to take a short intermission break. And actually, you know what? We're going to keep recording. No, it's not as bad as the BME Olympics.
Oh!
Where the guy
That one
cuts
I
his
know.
He cuts
penis
off his
off
dick.
with a
yeah.
hatchet,
He like-
and
he
you
like-
see
yeah,
the
he like-
insides, and then he like
That's
cuts open his
snuff. That's
ball
snuff
sack.
stuff.
And he
That's
digs it out
snuff.
with the spoon.
We're supposed to be talking about creepers, not this.
Well,
I know, it is kind of
what the-
creepy.
It is kind of
We got really off subject here.
And whose fault
It's
is
because
it?
his.
He looked up his face.
No.
Dude, his facial
Go
expression
to
was
the
like,
podcast. Okay, go. We'll show you
no,
later.
no, no. This was his face.
Alright, I'm over here.
Oh, I'm over.
Just show it to me, dude.
Show it to us.
Show
Oh
it.
God.
It can't be
Anyways,
as bad as
anyways,
Why you gotta be a little pantsy about it?
just show her the fucking video so
I'll
we can
call
get on
you
with the
out on it.
podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I
I'll call you
apologize.
out on it.
This podcast is probably going to run a little longer than usual.
Just go ahead and pause it.
I'll find it.
We can say.
Okay.
Any more talk about
All right, we're back. Sorry we had to pause the video so Miss Saki Kitty could watch her stupid video. And it's not even that bad to her. She's like, eh.
It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not disturbed. It's
So
like,
look
oh,
up
okay.
Kids in the Sandbox.
Oh my god.
No.
Don't.
No.
No.
Stop it.
Can we not talk about this? Can we go back to creepers?
Okay, we're going
Okay,
back to
we'll go
creepers.
back to
Alright,
creepers.
we're
So,
going back to
on an
creepers.
average, how many do you have to deal with in a month, maybe?
It's not maybe just like a few. Like mostly on my page, I literally don't have to deal with any of them because most of them, like,
Well, it doesn't have to be your page, Facebook. It can be like on your Twitter, your Tumblr.
most of the time, like once a month, maybe like a few times at the most. Like it was really bad when I started to do like cosplay a lot, and then
Because you didn't have a fan page.
yeah, I didn't have a fan page, so then I had like somebody creepy on me like every week, at least every week, and it just got so tiring that I just made a couple of like posts on Facebook. They're like, okay guys, like I'm literally gonna like block you and kick you out and make sure that none of this ever happens. And it still, that didn't even stop them, it still continued. And it wasn't until I decided like, all right, do this to me, I'm blasting your name and your face all over Facebook and what you told, and basically what you said, because I'm not dealing with that shit. And when I started doing that, and yeah, I guess that's a form of trolling, and it's a form of like, well, you shouldn't be doing that because that's a private conversation. And I'm
Bullshit.
like, I know, but I'm like,
Who
yeah.
said that?
Yeah, and then I'm just like, well, you know
Pandora's.
what? I don't care, because like if you're gonna talk that, if you're gonna degrade me and talk to me like that, I'm gonna post that everywhere for the world to see, so that never gets deleted. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. Like, you don't talk to somebody like that.
I can
man or
totally
woman.
picture how the conversation actually went.
She's done it
I'm telling
once.
your mom.
I didn't.
No.
No,
Don't
not
tell
my
my mom.
mommy.
Don't
The
tell my
ones that I
mom.
remember.
Yeah. Like I posted up a few, but ever since then, when I stated that I'm gonna post that stuff, no matter if it's on my fan
But
page or my regular page.
Is it worse now than it was before? Now that you're kind of gaining some mainstream, like you're a guest for Delta HCon. Is it worse now than it was when you first started?
Actually, surprisingly for me, no. But then again, you know, I don't post like I don't post up like a lot of like provocative pictures or what I consider to be provocative. Yeah, you're laughing.
I'm laughing too. I'm like,
because I'm there for most of the footage.
Yeah.
One wink,
So,
that's all it takes.
there's just one wink, and but so far, no, I
I've seen
think
some
I
of those
have it toned
pictures.
down.
She's like pretending to pick up something. Oops.
Listen, I dropped the
Let
soap.
me slowly pick this up. Oh, it's all over me. Let me wipe this away.
Listeners, don't get aroused.
I'm pretty sure somewhere in the world somebody's touching themselves to the pictures that are on the
Oh god.
live stream. There you go, Laura. Something to think about.
Oh god.
I'm just
Gotta think
playing.
of
My
girls.
listeners know we love
Give me on the
them.
good
Yeah,
side.
I think some
All
people.
10 of them.
I think some people
One
don't know
girl.
that I'm like I'm 31 years old.
Who
and
cares?
I just don't look like it.
You
so
don't
like,
look like it at all.
Wait,
so
really?
I'm 31 years old.
I thought you were 24.
Yeah,
I
I get
thought
that
you were
a
lot
lot.
younger.
Yeah, just and I think it's I don't know why, but some people they're like
Damn,
you
Nicola,
shouldn't
I
be
thought you just
dressing
left high
like
school."
that, and I'm like, I'm 31. I could do what I want. You know,
Ooh.
it's like bitch, I
Sassy.
can do what I want.
4OK and everything.
She does the head twirl too.
It's like, bitch, I do what I want.
Couldn't see it right now, but she did the head twirl.
But imagine it with the wink.
With the clicking the gun, clicking the gun.
Hey. Oh God, I'm old.
No.
That's how old I am.
Okay, and,
Jump the shark.
and here's the thing about a lot of creepers.
Hey, dude.
And this is my own personal opinion. Remember, folks, that the opinions expressed on the show, especially mine, do not reflect those of the other admins or sponsors of Geeks 5 Hour. Their opinions don't reflect their sponsors or of the people that carry that crap around for them when they're at their cons. She's laughing because she does have somebody carry her crap around.
I don't actually.
Really? No?
No.
You don't have somebody carry your crap around?
No.
That's how cosplayers work.
I
You have to
don't.
suffer, and the person next to you has to suffer by carrying
No,
your
they're
crap.
called a cosplay handler.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cosplay.
cosplay.
I don't have what
People
Yaya
were
Han
paid to
has.
do that.
I don't have what Yaya has.
It's okay. People were paid
Bitches?
to do that
An undeserved attitude.
Yeah.
with attitude.
I'm sorry, but Yaya Han is
Pretty, but
No.
bullshit. She's
like
not pretty.
I like some of her cosplays. It's just she was really rude when I first met her.
kidding.
Like really rude.
Her chest is so.
like I
It
met
sticks out so much.
It
It looks
does.
like she's challenging me to a fight.
like
Wanna
I
go?
met Jessica and we took some dirt photos. They were great. We basically touched boobs.
That's wonderful.
It was wonderful. She was supersonic. I was just like wife.
I met her in person.
I don't
she's
believe this.
nice.
I need to see some of
Well-
evidence
I have
of
some
this.
photos.
I don't mean to
Oops.
talk bad
Oh,
about
yeah.
because I met her in person. She's nice, but there have been times when she's been a bitch to people.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh,
Well,
you
which
know.
one? Yaya or?
No,
I'm
Jessica.
talking about Jessica.
Okay.
yeah, Han's a bitch to everybody.
Someone
The
deleted me
the
off
messed
there.
up part is that I met her before she did Heroes of Cosplay and before she was on
Heroes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she was on Heroes of Cosplay and she was on
That would've got more
King
fun.
of Nerds or something. It was like a
King
Oh,
of-
Kings of
I
Nerds.
remember that.
Yeah,
TBS show.
yeah, before any of that, before she was even on show or even got any like TV time, when she was just basically like a
Dude,
cosplayer like everybody
I-
else.
I'm on her shit list
Yeah.
for life.
What you do?
Oh my god.
God.
So, the first time I met Yaya Han was at Anime Matsuri, when it was at that Marriott in downtown or whatever.
The
fuck
one
it
where
was.
it had the basement dealer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
Yeah.
actually pretty nice.
And I was like, she's like, so they went to her table and it was in the dealer's room. I
On
know
the
she
way
was
in
signing
the back.
autographs. Or was it at the Woodlands? I don't remember. It was some Anime Matsuri. So we walk up to her booth. I thought, like, what is she selling?
Cat ears.
I only see pictures.
That's all you
I'm like, I'm not paying for a fucking picture. She's like, do you want an autograph? Why?
What?
Dude, that's Yaya Han. Who?
Oh.
Hey,
Well,
it
she's a famous
Oh.
cosplayer.
Hey, it happens, man. People do
Like, it's like, do you want an autograph? Are they free? She's like, well, these right here are 10. Nah, fuck that. I walked away. Man, fuck that shit.
Oh.
I'm gonna go.
No. I took her picture at Comic-Con because she was in her cosplay. She looked at me like I was the devil. She like basically gave me like the bitch, what are you doing photo? And she pushed us aside because her camera crew was there.
She was trying to get me to buy one of her fucking pictures. I'm like, bitch, I don't know who you are. I don't know. $20. You know what I can do with $20?
Get a hand
That-
Or the strip club.
I'm like, that nigga over there was gonna sell me a Power Ranger toy for $20.
Are you a Power Ranger, y'all?
Are you a Power Ranger?
No.
I don't see Amy Johansson signing autographs here now, do I?
Well, the thing is, like, the reason why they sell these prints is that it does help them to, like, make more costumes and for their hobbies and stuff like that, which is understandable. But, like, I met her way before she did any of the TV stuff, but she was just kind of like a regular... Yeah,
Well,
but she was like a regular cosplayer.
I-
She was nice. She
Well,
was,
I was
very
also-
friendly to me, but I don't know, like, from what I understand,
The
I don't know
nail
what
in the
happened
coffin.
later on.
The nail in the coffin for that conversation was also, why would I buy her picture when I can just go on the internet and download it for free?
Yeah.
Well, that's true. That's true as well, too.
And that gives another example of fame.
That's why I'm kind of hated amongst the cosplayers.
Well, like,
Well, that's where
all
the
my
Patreon
prints-
starts to come in,
Yeah.
you know? Which it can be a positive thing and a negative thing as well too, because like right now I'm seeing a lot of cosplayers who used to show their cosplay like progress and everything, and now they totally stopped that. They're like, if you want to see it, you have to be on my Patreon to see all the cosplay
Well, the thing
pictures
is-
and
the thing-
progress and stuff, which is like kind of like, well,
I don't want to pay for that.
no, like you did it free before, and then now you do this
You're just
Patreon
milking
thing.
it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, and I'm in that boat right now too, with the whole not sharing progress. The thing was, whenever I would want to do a cosplay, I wanted it to be a surprise, and I would I occasionally tell like maybe one or two friends, and so I wouldn't show any progress pictures or anything. And then they suddenly start showing progress pictures of the exact same cosplay that I just told them after I had told them that I was going to do it. So they, sometimes some cosplayers will share it. They'll show pictures, and then somebody else will like steal their idea and start doing it. It's kind of like, oh, you stole from me. You stole.
Yeah, I see a lot
That's
of that
why
on my
you-
Facebook.
Yeah, I see that sometimes, like especially with since Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad comes up, you know, like a lot of people are doing the costumes, and so usually like sometimes like I will post them up like very very last minute. Before
was
like anything else.
There was a
That's what I'm
cosplay
gonna
that
do,
we didn't take any pictures of, and it was halfway done. We were planning on doing a Power Rangers Digimon crossover skit with Omnimon kind of forfeiting his powers over to the Megazord. So we created two Megazord cosplays. The one I wore originally to Comic Palooza, and then we made a white one with a cape and the War Greymon Metal Garurumon shoulders,
God,
and it had the Omni sword, and that was for a skit, and that was an OC cosplay. But I showed it to one of my friends, and they already started making the same cosplay, but they never went through with it. They only saw the cosplay in person, and then they kind of did it. They didn't know how to make the cosplay. Because it's so difficult to get the shoulders to be War Greymon Metal Garurumon's heads.
Yeah, I mean that's why I started to do, which was in the last podcast I did with y'all when I was talking about progress pictures, and you know they're important. You don't have to show it, but if you really want to become cosplay guests and everything, you kind of do have to show the progress. But a lot of people are stealing other people's progress pictures, and so that's why I'm starting to put watermarks on mine, because I realized people stole my Supersonico progress pictures. So I was like, oh, hell no.
Jessica Nitri stole them.
No. But that's when I was just going to, like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to, like, basically have
We're kind of off topic now. And the podcast will run a little longer than normal because we started doing them that way. Because there's so much to talk about. There's so much to talk about on the subject.
People like
but
longer talk.
and here's the thing. Here's the thing about the whole creeper situation. And I don't mean to badmouth nice guys, but sometimes some of the creepers are these self-proclaimed nice guys who feel like they're entitled.
So white knights.
Fedoras,
Basically.
Kind of, if that's the way.
From experience, anyone who says they're a nice guy,
They're really
not a nice guy. You know.
Hey, I'm a nice guy.
Like, someone was like, hey, I'm a nice guy, and then, like, told me I was a bitch because I didn't hang out with him. He literally was like, you're such a fucking whore because you won't go hang out with me. I'm like, you live in Dallas. I live in Houston. I'm not going to go drive 4 hours to go see someone I don't know.
Well, I would.
This
Come
one
on.
guy called me a slut because I wouldn't sleep with him. Which,
Yeah, that was
I've had that happen.
Yeah,
I
it's just
know.
like-
He
I was
stopped
like, would you
talking to
say,
me because
you
I wouldn't
know,
have sex with him.
It's okay. My motto's this. I invited 2 people over for a 3-way, but they both called off, but I still had a good time. No, I don't like to call myself a nice guy, but I'm one of those people that, okay, well, I get it. You have a life. You have other things. Shit happens. You can hang out. That's cool. If you don't want to hang out, that's fine. You don't have to talk to me. We can still be friends. I mean, but it pisses me off though that when people message me when they need something without even saying hi first.
Yeah.
Like when I first became Lauren's friend, she was going through so much shit that I would actually text her in the morning, "Good morning," and then it kind of stopped because I got lazy.
I appreciated it.
So, but the thing is, like, I do that for a lot of people because, like, they sometimes it's the little things that help them out, and it's not about doing it. You're not nice for the sake of a reward at the end of the road. You're nice because that's just the sheer best.
That's just being
human. That's just your humane side showing.
Yeah, and some people get confused of being nice as being flirtatious or you're interested. You know, and that happens. Like, I'll be nice to a couple of people, and then they're just like, "Oh, like you're interested in me." I'm just like,
I just want to check out how you're doing.
I know. I'm just being nice. Like, I'm not. Yeah. I don't want anything in return. Or
I've tried to be nice to a couple people, and they're just kind of like, "Oh well, no, I don't need you." I was like, "You just posted a status saying you were depressed and stuff. You need someone to talk to." I'm just like,
those are attention seekers.
I've got so many people, my friends, this, "Oh, well, this happened, this happened." I'm like, "Okay, well, you want to talk about it?" They're just like, "No, I'm fine." I'm like, "No, you're not."
I usually don't post, like, really, like, personal things. Like, if I'm having a problem or an issue, I usually will call up one of my friends.
But that's where, it doesn't matter what you post anything, and that's where some of these people are like, "Oh, this is my chance to swoop in."
They put on my armor.
Swoop them up off under their feet.
Put on my armor.
My fedora and be like, "I'm here to save you."
Tips.
And
Tip
like,
fedora.
Okay, so we don't mean so as far as creepers go, or what is the biggest demographic you have? Is it more male than female?
Definitely more male than female. I've been hit on by a couple of females. It's awkward. I'm just like, I'm not interested in females.
But you like Yuri.
So you're not interested in girls?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What the hell? This isn't Match.com.
She just likes to watch.
She doesn't do scissor. She does scissor rock.
She only likes to toss up salad. She doesn't like to eat it.
I think this was last year when I was going out with my ex. I had someone message me, and we should all know very familiar who this is. He was like, "Oh yeah, I think you're really pretty. Do you want to do
the cat?
Do you want to do like a what is it? NSFW like photo shoot?" I was like, "No, I'm good. I have a boyfriend." He was like, "Well, you're so lucky your boyfriend has you. I would kill for a girlfriend like you. Why don't you just break up with him for me?" I was like, "Dude, no."
What I'm wondering is do you actually think that
got
would
arrested
work?
the same year.
Yes, they do.
Like, you actually think that I will drop everything, like
Okay,
a
and
relationship
here's the
or
thing,
my
and
significant
here's the
other
thing.
to have sex with you?
Believe it or not,
I'll believe
because their thinking is not just randomly they wake up one day and bam, this is gonna work. No,
Yeah.
Like the
for them to think that it will work, that means it have to have worked for somebody down the road.
basic science.
I had a former friend. His ex-wife left him for somebody she met over World of Warcraft. Never even seen in person.
What about
That's
good kill
not
count?
surprising.
That's not
That's not
surprising.
surprising.
I actually know. I'm a huge World of Warcraft person. I've been playing since vanilla
Like,
times.
I've been playing for
Oh, I
12
love the movie. There's a
I've been
few
playing
things that
for-
I don't agree with it.
I haven't seen it yet, so no spoilers. I've been
Okay.
playing
Oh,
the game
man.
for like 12 years. And
I thought that was a Warcraft movie, not World of Warcraft.
It's a Warcraft. It's
It is
supposed
Warcraft,
to,
but
yeah.
it's like
I still need to see
previews
it.
from
But
games.
okay,
Was
so
Warren Jenkins in it?
No, they weren't.
so she's willing to drop everything.
And the
She's
Manny.
willing to drop her life for somebody that said, "Oh, just drop everything and be with me."
Did it work though?
It worked.
I'm a high level.
Well, you have to realize, because, I played World of Warcraft, and I actually know some people who actually did get a divorce, and they meet somebody on World of Warcraft, and they actually are living together, and they actually have a child together, and they are very
Yeah.
happy. But that usually takes,
That takes a lot.
overtime, and it's usually because, maybe something in their previous marriage or that marriage was already falling apart. I don't agree with infidelity, but that was just... But that's
she
one.
left
That's
in
one
the
thing.
middle of the marriage. She just got up and walked.
Well, that
away.
was the end of the marriage.
I lost one of my friends.
The minute she walked out the door, it was.
No, dude, I lost one of my friends because he would he would write me these really, really sexual messages when I was with my ex. And he was like, well, my girlfriend, like, every time we have sex, she, like, complains. And she was like, she hurts. So he started messaging me, like, these really sexual things. He's like, since your ex won't do it with you, why don't you do it with me?
We're gonna put a pause real quick.
It may be on too. So
Alright, we're back. Sorry.
Headshot.
I was trying to test something because we're wearing headsets and microphones, but me and Lauren can't hear shit.
What?
Alright.
You do
What? Anyway, so like the whole nice guy mentality thing.
Tips hat.
I'm not bashing nice guys.
They finish last.
Sometimes some nice guys do need a break.
I think a lot of people sometimes need breaks, you know, just from like relationships.
But everyone is so gun-ho to get into a relationship nowadays. You know, sometimes you just have to sit back and just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
Or just sit back and watch. That's always fun as well too.
Yes, Jesus.
Crash and burn.
Some of these relationships are like soap operas. I'm sitting there with popcorn.
Yeah.
I know, right?
On my Facebook feed, just like, what's this?
It's like, well, because of all the drama and we've talked about drama. We talked about sexualization of cosplay, and our next podcast will be part 2 about drama. But the thing is, man, the conventions are like a soap opera. You could just sit. If you recorded it, it would make a better TV show than Heroes of Cosplay.
It really would.
Yeah,
'Cause,
and it
like,
would actually be true.
the Texas cosplay
You don't need
community.
backstory
oh
with that crap.
My God.
I buy it.
Sure you do.
Don't say her name, but rest in peace, Prime Ribs.
I don't know who this is, but I have a feeling there's a story behind this.
Yeah, same here.
We'll tell you later.
Okay, that's
Yeah, tell me
fine.
later too.
Actually, you know what?
I'm still new.
Are we pausing?
We're gonna.
All right, so we took a pause to
Yes, sir.
talk to Miss Saki Kitty about the Prime hashtag Rest in peace, Prime
Prime
Ribs.
rib.
Valentine's Day 2016.
It sounded very delicious.
Hashtag fish.
Oh man, if you're gonna listen, ladies. If a man is gonna buy you prime ribs, at least eat the fucking prime ribs.
Oh, I'll eat the fucking prime
I'll
ribs.
eat the fucking prime rib.
Like, you know, it's like, way to get me on a date. It's like, you want to go on a date? I don't know. I got food. Let's go. I was like, you got tacos?
Like,
I'll go with
well,
tacos.
you want to go on a date? Oh, what we're gonna do? I don't know. Do you want to
Buffet, I guess.
Buffet?
It's like,
Feed-
I'm an
feed my fat
animal in
ass?
bed. Feed me and pet my stomach.
That's initial date for me. Like, food, video games, and a movie. I guess.
Netflix?
I don't really
Netflix
know
and
how
chill?
dates work.
Netflix and chill. How about Pokemon
That's
and chill?
so messed up because I
I'm
thought
just-
Netflix and chill was actually chilling and watching Netflix.
Oh no!
That's how old school we
Dude,
are. It's like,
dude,
so
dude.
we're just gonna sit down and watch
Yeah,
Netflix.
I thought
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go and Blow.
Until
Is a thing.
a parent caught their kids.
Yeah,
Oh, like,
that was
so
the
you wanna-
problem. That was the
So I
problem.
told this chick,
the
hey,
mother
you wanna
blamed the
Netflix and chill? She's like, we just met.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
well, we're gonna watch Netflix. I mean, I haven't finished watching the Batman or Animaniacs. Oh, she's like, oh, you mean we're gonna watch Netflix? Yeah, what the fuck did you think I meant? I said Netflix and chill.
That all started when the mother, I think she was planning to sue Netflix, or she blamed
yeah,
Netflix.
because her kid
her
got
kid
pregnant.
from watching Netflix.
Well, that's their fault.
Well,
Like, apparently they were bored and they watched Netflix and they were still bored, and then they just end up having sex and she got pregnant. So she blamed Netflix
My
for
child
her
was
child
watching
getting pregnant.
Netflix and she was bored, so she ended up humping her boyfriend because nothing was on.
Fornicating.
Orange is the New Black, new season wasn't out yet.
The
Or
good Lord never taught my child.
the or
Oh
or
my
the
God.
the card House of Cards wasn't out.
House of Cards.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones
That's
wasn't on.
HBO.
It wasn't Sunday.
It
It wasn't Sunday
Nothing
for
new was
Walking Dead
on.
either. So they humped each other till
The devil
he
got through them.
filled her
The
cream
Netflix
filling.
is red.
Oh my
The
God!
Netflix
Her
is red,
Twinkie
devil
was filled.
That was in Netflix.
So
Praise Jesus.
well, I'm old. Like okay, so a lot of these guys they want to talk to you because okay, you're attractive. You're an attractive cosplayer. You look good in your cosplays.
Like, you are attractive. I'm not
Yes,
gonna even lie about
no, we're
that.
You
saying
are too.
we are
Oh,
saying.
really? Oh.
She's really pretty, folks. Look at the pictures.
On the bonus.
Or they're not up.
I
You
know.
ladies.
Oh.
Hey,
I just took your computer.
I appreciate both men and women. If they're beautiful, I like it.
I
I like it,
appreciate a
I'll
man
take it. who
who can dress nice.
I appreciate a
I
man who
got
can do
double
both.
I mean, that's pretty.
We're gonna have to
nice.
show up for the next podcast in suits. Be like little top hats.
You gotta wear. You gotta wear fedora.
I'm wearing a fedora.
Next pod. I'll wear
Oh,
fedora.
fedora.
Fedora twins.
Trumpadors.
I'll just wear the Barney suit.
This is a suit.
It's a suit. It's a suit. So
Put on
it's
those
like
flip-flops.
they see you. They see an attractive cosplayer. They're like, hey, she needs to be going out with me because because my mom said I was handsome growing up.
My mom said I was special.
My mom said I was special.
I only
bet
rode the
you
short
are
bus for
special.
2 years.
I'm the retarded special.
No, there's 2 different types of special. There's Special K special and special at Walmart special.
Walmart at Diamond Midnight.
I could say that because I've been put in those special classes when I was little. Cause
So was I.
I was really,
Being
I was
Hispanic in
very
the state of
special.
Texas during the 90s wasn't exactly the best thing.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, on my birth certificate it says white.
Oh, really?
He was born in the
What's up,
80s.
cracker?
Shut the hell up.
You're white.
If you were born before the 90s and you're Hispanic in
You're a cracker.
the United States, Hispanic wasn't a thing until the 90s. So if
That's
you were
racism for
Hispanic,
you.
they put white. Even when they take me in the ambulance nowadays, they still say white. Because you're
That's
either...
kinda, isn't that racist? That's
no,
kinda,
not necessarily, because you're either like... Because if you're of European descent, then you're considered white.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm adopted.
Because
I
there's
don't
a
even know
difference
what
between
I am.
there's a difference
I'm a
between
big-
race and
I'm
ethnicity.
adopted.
There's ethnicity and then there's race, and they're 2 different things.
See, it's hard to do that for a person that's adopted because, like, what are you? And
Okay,
I'm like,
we're
I
in the
don't
We're having the
know.
wrong conversation. We're having the wrong conversation. So
Back to
I'm gonna take
creeping.
one.
Back to
So I
creepers.
can hear better.
And
So
do the creep.
here's the thing. So they message you. They're like, hey, you need to date me because you know what? My dingaling
My fedora told me so.
Oh,
is like,
God.
hey, you should totally.
You're laughing because the way I
You
made it.
only
I know, right?
True.
Oh, God.
you
It
only
sounds
need
like
a
it's so
magnifying
important,
glass
yeah.
to see it. That's all.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Okay, like it just looks like a forest down there. You gotta like split the Red Sea.
It's the bush. Yes,
Yes,
the
you
bush.
like
They
use one of
bush.
your
They bush.
cosplay staffs and
my
you're like,
Right.
squirrel.
Okay.
Listen, I come to America to make Big Bang Boom. I meet hot chick.
We
that
did
was
find
really
Mookie
good
Squirrel.
impression.
That was
Pretend
really,
you
no,
talk like that
dude,
for
no,
the-
those Indian guys that come in your
Oh,
profile.
God, yeah.
Hey, baby, I come from big time. I got big bucks. I went to
Would
make
you
you my
marry
wife.
me? You'd never make me make
Well,
babies. That's good.
You
Wait
look,
a minute.
you look. I don't know. I can't. Like, can you imagine the rut? Like somebody just comes up to you and they're like, "Well, hotness, how you doing?"
In New York, they do that. In New York,
I've been
they do that.
catcalled. I've been catcalled.
Oh, dude, I've been catcalled going to work.
I've been catcalled just going to Target. I just
Oh,
wanted
and
to.
Randall's.
They
And
throw-
Randall's, and
they
he
throw-
should
We
be.
got topic of
I
Yeah,
got
I
catcalled
wish.
You got catcalled?
at a gay bar.
Oh.
Well, whose fault was that?
Not mine.
Yeah.
I got dragged there by the girl I
They
was
wanted
dating
to
at the
pet
time.
your kitty.
He wanted to fondle Goku. I've never fondled Goku before. Well, guess what? You ain't doing it today.
I
I
don't
was
know, like,
cosplaying.
to me, it just surprised me. Like, I don't know why guys will send dick pics or they're like, drop your
Yeah.
boyfriend and fuck me.
Yeah,
And
how
I'm
do you
like,
go from
I'm like,
how do you do or good
How
day,
does that
man,
Yeah,
even
how
to-
can I go? How are you doing? To like, here's my dick. Why don't you come over here and
Watch
suck it?
Watch it spin.
That chick, that thing, and it
my
works too
dick
with some chicks.
is mad.
For some
With
reason,
some
it
chicks
doesn't.
it does. I'm just like, why the fuck would you do that?
Technical difficulties.
People like
Dude,
It's fine.
This is a rated R podcast. I'm
The
just
people are
saying.
like, why is there so much edit
Hang
out?
on, hang on. I've got the perfect technical difficulty song.
People do podcast
Hang on.
stuff
We
for
need to
local
have
time.
that. Like,
Wait.
Wait,
I
is
have
it
it.
the Jeopardy song?
Oh
No,
my
no.
god.
Have you watched Rooster Teeth?
Yes.
Do you know their technical difficulty song?
No.
Hang on.
I can't use their shit. Their shit's copyrighted.
No, it's not.
They live in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
We could go up to their house.
Their shit is copyrighted. I can't use their shit.
Cover the mic.
The mariachis.
I can't use their. I'm gonna use mariachi music.
No, that's from someone they used.
I can't use it because I'm trying to make money.
Oh,
They will
shit.
make our own mariachi.
I have to use stuff that I'm either I have permission for. Or,
Oh, okay. Okay, back to the topic.
What were we talking about? Oh yeah, creepy.
God
Okay,
damn it,
you were
that's
gonna you were gonna ask me a
We're talking
question.
about
I totally
dick
forgot what it
pics.
was. So, like,
got you.
what is the scariest experience you have, like, with in person though? With like these creepers, you meet them in person. Do they? It's like, do they follow you? Do they?
Yes.
Do they shuffle through your panty drawer?
I've
sometimes.
had one guy touch my butt and my thigh at a convention. I was sleeping and I felt his hand do this. They can't see, but I was like, he was like, "Do you want to go outside?" And I was 14 at the time.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And this guy was 20, and it was my cousin's friend, and I told her, and she was like, "Well, we're just gonna have him go out of the room." He tried to. Yeah, no, it was no. I wasn't 14. I was still underage. I was like 16.
Jesus.
I was
No,
underage.
even that's
disgusting. But like, I was like, whoa. He was
Sorry.
like, you were having a bad dream and you were twitching.
And you know what's
Yeah,
fucked
that's
up?
what he said.
The shittiest
That
part
doesn't
is
give you the right to touch somebody's
there's
ass.
somebody listening to this podcast right now saying, "Oh, that's not that bad."
Yeah, that's not that bad.
I mean, when you're underage,
It's like the
that's
Duggars all
creepy.
over it again. It's like,
'Cause,
oh,
like,
my
he,
brother
he,
just touched me.
he
It's
kept
not
moving
that bad.
closer to me in the night. Every time I would wake up, his chair would be like right there by the bed.
You're like,
And I was like, this is really creepy. And I had one guy.
In your mind, you're like, "Oh Lord."
We had one
Lord,
guy
oh,
try to
Lord.
get in our pants at San Japan.
Did y'all kick his ass?
No, we were with my friends. We were with.
Should have kicked his ass.
Should've, yeah, I would have.
Black man said kick the ass.
He would have kicked our ass. Jeez. No,
I don't care.
I was with my friends, so we was doing a Mad Max meet.
You don't need much to
We
kick
got-
somebody's ass.
I have a bat and a Japanese sword.
Do
go there.
you
He's
want
like-
to see my katana collection?
Oh
I
yeah.
don't give a fuck. Katana collection, sword collection. All you need is a pencil. Stab a nigga in the throat.
That's
No,
true.
That's
okay.
true.
That's true.
Yeah, better than.
And
Just
So
watch him
the-
bleed on the floor while you watch Super Nanny.
Oh.
Like, yeah,
Look
I'm
what
gonna
I
clean
did,
this up
Mommy.
later.
yeah, I don't understand some of these guys. Like, I had 2 guys that followed me at a convention.
Hey,
And
What was that like?
that was scary as fuck.
Are we allowed to
I
say the
didn't
C word?
I didn't know
Yes.
I was
You
being
keep
followed.
saying fuck. I mean, you're asking me if you can
No,
say.
it was the person's name.
Oh no.
No.
No, unless you're talking about like what happened at Onicon, then you can't say his name at all.
Okay.
Just say
Yeah.
that boy.
That guy that was
That
that
guy.
guy that got arrested at Unicon.
Oh shit! What up?
Yeah, but you know.
Oh wait, for those of you that don't know,
I don't.
there was a someone arrested during Onicon. His name is Chris Cruz. Now, normally we don't say names because for liability, but this is
a different
this is
story.
a fact.
You
This
can
is a fact.
actually look this up on.
You can look it up. He
Yeah,
was
webs and
arrested during Onicon. Now, the actions of the individuals that were also involved with Chris Cruz, we do not approve of their actions, and we don't approve of the actions of Chris Cruz. We don't approve of either party, so that's as far as we're going to go from there. And Chris Cruz does have a bit of a reputation in the community in Texas for being a little. He comes on a little
Creepy.
too
He
strong.
comes on a little too strong. Like, he's messaged me before a little too strong.
He messaged me
He
too,
tried to get.
yeah.
We're not going to go any further into that.
Yeah. Okay. We'll stop at there. We'll
Leave
stop
the
at there.
evidence.
Because
He's
then
a creep.
because at that point I would have to post. If you're going to talk about that, I would have to post up the messages just to show evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that we're trying to slander him. We're not going to slander the man. We're just stating that he does have a bit of a bad reputation in the state of Texas, and he was arrested. You can actually look up all of these because I think there's even a wiki for him now.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
there seriously a wiki?
You're
I think so.
Hang on.
There's a wiki.
I know he's been banned at
No,
several.
He's been
groups
banned at
on-
Akon.
Yeah.
He's
Okay,
banned.
Yeah.
So we're just going to leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. But
Because the convention's banning an individual. Remember, all of the conventions are all
That was a
privately
big
owned
thing.
and invested by investors. So they have the, like any other business, they have the right to refuse service to anyone they.
Oh,
What?
it is on here.
Yep.
There's a petition.
Yep.
Yes.
Can we sign it?
The petition will not be posted on the links below.
yeah, but you know, I mean,
Fine.
that's you know, when conventions when they ban somebody, that's their own decision.
Yeah, they have the
They
right
have
to
they have the
refuse
right they have the
service.
right to
refuse
do
service.
that. Like, you know, same thing if like when you're owning a restaurant or something, that if there's some disturbance
But
in the
there are
restaurant,
lots
you
of
get kicked that person
conventions
out.
that haven't done that. They haven't gone to that length because at the same time, it's a lot. A lot of people want to step forward and say, "Well, he said this to me, he said that to me," but
they
there's a
have
lot
no
of he
bat-
said, she
yeah.
said, and they don't want to show the messages. A lot of people
Well,
do
because
show
it's
the message-
embarrassing. It's
It
very
is embarrassing,
it's embarrassing
but-
because like I've done that
Or
and I
they
got
just want to
blamed
be on
for
the
it.
bandwagon to hate the person.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
sometimes
true. Yeah.
they didn't even get a message from him.
Yeah. I
Like-
mean, you
I've
gotta
gotten
realize like the
messages before.
victims get also blamed and harassed too, saying that they deserve it. You know, I experienced that. So,
Yeah, I've
you know,
experienced that
yeah,
too.
so they're like, well, it's your fault and you shouldn't be doing
I've
that,
experienced
and
that with-
Well, here's
that's the reason. I was
Yeah,
like,
I experienced
what
that
the-
with Prime Rib in like our like the creepers. They're like, well, you post those pictures you asked for, and I'm like, I didn't ask for shit. If I want to post these pictures, I can post these pictures.
You asked for food.
I
Yeah, that's-
asked for food.
That's and you know some
Interesting
and
call.
I
I'm
do
poor.
I
I'm
I
just
even I even question myself sometimes when like creepers get on me or like even harassers, And then they're like, well, I have sexy pictures. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah,
and I show
everyone
boob
deserves
pics and
some sexy
everything. And
pictures.
I feel comfortable doing that. But then it's like, well, you deserve these types of peoples because you're asking for it. So it's all your fault.
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like I wasn't
you
asking
don't-
for shit.
I wasn't asking. I just feel comfortable in my body. And then, like, I can't show it because people are going to creep on me. I'm like, that's kind of unfair. You know,
Yeah.
it's unfair for me to feel that way that I can't do
But
certain things
at
as
the
an adult.
At the same time, and I'm not trying to defend the creepers, but that does come with the territory when you because of the sexualization of cosplay. And it's not because lots of things. You look at the Miller Lite girls from the 90s.
Who?
The Miller. Damn it, I'm so old.
Hooter girls or Miller
Anything.
Lite
Like, you're gonna have
or-
guys just
or,
like drooling over them.
import
just,
girls too.
You're gonna have all these guys just going out there just to check out these girls and maybe try to cop a feel, drooling over them. Trying to get sexual favors, and it is part of the territory. We're not saying that you're asking for it, but when you decide to wear revealing cosplay, it does come with the territory. And I know I'm gonna get so much hate for this just for saying it, but it does come with the territory. But that's why a lot of our female cosplay friends, we tell them, hey, especially if somebody's your partner, like, hey, like, you can go down to the con, you can have fun, you can do whatever you want, but don't go alone, please. Don't go alone, and don't take a drink from anybody.
Never.
Yeah.
No free
Like-
food.
Don't go to anyone's room. And then this is where the nice guys come into play, because like a lot of the times these nice guys will want to spend a lot of time with these girls who have boyfriends already, and they're like, well, and they'll get mad. Well, I was just hanging out with her, and her boyfriend's being a dick because he doesn't want to let me hang out with her. I'm like, yes, I don't want you spending alone time with my girlfriend in a dark room where no one can see you.
Yeah. I mean, and there's like the whole nice guy aspect. It's like, they want something like, in return. That's why I always have like friends I know for years that can go with me for like cons. For me, I'm like, I'm 31. I still use the buddy system. All right, it's nothing wrong using the buddy system.
Man, I'm 28. Like, as far as like trying to get Legos, I don't even give a shit about that no more. It's like,
I thought you said Legos. I'm sorry.
Legos.
I was like, I want some Legos.
I want some Legos.
If I can get that out of a relationship,
I heard.
will
I don't
marry
give
the
a shit
fuck
about
out of you.
Legos. I'm like, what did you say about Legos?
No, you know I love
Dimension.
Legos.
Have you watched
Sonic
Stranger
Things.
Things?
Uh-uh.
Aw, she steals Legos. That's adorable.
Hey,
Oh, well,
I
here's
love
the thing. I'm
Legos.
talking about getting
we
laid.
got Sonic Lego.
Yeah.
I don't care about that shit no more. I'm too fucking old for that. At this point, if you want to, like, I'll tell a girl, hey, you want to grab dinner? It's like, is it a date? I don't care.
Do you want to think that?
I guess. I mean,
Do I still get food though?
like,
I know, right? Do I still get food?
I mean, like, I prefer to talk because honestly, it's not even about relationship. I personally just want someone to talk to in the middle of the night because I get really lonely at night.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So I just want somebody to talk to.
You should message me. Like I have no
man.
life.
I'll be awake at midnight.
I'm not messaging you in the middle of the night, Black Sonic.
I need you.
By myself.
No. You gotta go with early 2000.
Don't
high
wanna
school.
be
I'll be up.
Lonely. I am so
so
lonely. I have
Oh my god,
nobody.
that's a song.
All of mine. And if you are in a relationship and you're a guy locked up, she won't let me out.
Oh
She
god.
won't let me out. I'm locked up.
I thought you were gonna see Manny there.
A gold digger.
Oh, the old one.
What about
The old
Food
one,
Digger?
like for most guys, I'm in
I
love
wish I
with the
was a
strippers.
I know that
Shit, I wish I was
song.
a
Rocket.
Going back to nostalgia here.
Where everybody's like, "Whoa, when did this become old?" The Geeks 5 Hour album comes out soon.
Alright.
Get
Facts Respawn.
Geeks for
And-
old.
for three easy payments of $19.99. Get 2 songs on 5 discs.
Oh my god, those
Wow.
infomercials.
I
I feel so old now. I'm like,
But with bonus art that we plagiarized from other people.
that has happened.
And a picture of Lauren eating a chicken leg. She's like,
I know, right?
Oh, people with Photoshop.
she doesn't even know we're taking the picture. She's just like,
We gotta be careful with
I
that.
just
Alright.
need like a
Before
taco.
starting the pizza slices.
Oh,
Oh.
nice.
Or the censoring of the Olympics.
Oh.
Ooh.
we'll send them a picture of Clayton's cats.
Get your free hairy pussies right here.
Whoa.
We got 4.
Random black.
We have the tan kind, the little kind.
And the black kind.
I'm so glad we have disclaimers.
People love the black kind.
What the hell?
Once you go black, you go dead.
Hey,
Oh, once you go black, you go in a wheelchair.
so it's like
I was
so.
gonna say something, but that might be too racist. So I'm keeping,
So
I'm keeping that to
okay,
myself.
Back to creepers.
Back to creepers. So
And do the creep.
and we're not talking about the movie either.
Or the Michael Jackson song.
That's Thriller.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, no.
Damn it, girl.
I didn't
Get
know there
out
was
of
a
my
Michael
country.
Jackson.
You're talking about the Lonely Islands ones.
There
Do
you go.
the creep.
Creep.
Do creep.
That was just retarded.
Yeah,
Hey,
they're
get your
stupid as
tea
fuck.
back.
I'm on a boat. I'm on a
Come
boat.
on,
I'm on a
That was
boat,
better.
motherfucker.
No.
Don't you ever forget.
Oh,
He
that
hates
one
that song.
song.
He
That
hates that
one
song.
song. You don't always have to
T-Pain
fuck
hates
her
it.
hard.
But that's
You
his
don't
fault.
always
Turn
have to
Tenacious
fuck
D.
her hard.
Yes,
All right,
that's
all right.
it. I love that one.
So these guys they get mad. The nice guys they get mad when the boyfriend won't let the girl go
Yeah,
out,
let
hang
them
out with
get
them
nookie.
alone.
See, I hate it when you call them nice guys because they have alternative motives.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's
what-
like they
That's
want to
not
play
being
nice,
nice at
but when they
all.
get in the bedroom, they're ferocious.
No,
Yeah,
because
but
you
take
have
off the fedora.
you have the nice guys, and I'm
Take
doing the
it
What are those
quotations.
ponytails?
When did the fedora come in? Like, do all nice
Yeah,
guys-
when did the fedora come
Like,
in? The
what is the
fedora, the
fedora?
Mountain
Like
Dew, the
cat-
The
Doritos.
original fedora from like the
4chan.
50s,
Oh, 4chan, yeah.
30s,
4chan?
50s. Yeah.
30s, 50s. See, the fedora was around back then when
With
people
the
wore
texture.
suits.
Which I
and
like fedoras. Like,
Yeah, maybe
fedoras
had
look
class.
great.
Everyone
Yeah,
had class
so
back
classic.
then, but now everybody's
That
like,
made it awesome.
Now
They
it's
tip
douchey.
their fedoras and
Baby,
they go into
baby,
GameStop and just hit on
baby.
the coworkers.
Ooh.
I watched a detective show. It had a fedora, and I thought it was cool, but modern time ruined it.
Freddy Krueger.
you
like,
need to
pulled
talk
off
a little
the
louder because
fedora
they can't
great.
really.
Modern times
Yeah,
killed
we
a
don't
lot.
need to be a black man.
They need to hear the black man because
We never stay on topic, do we?
No, we really
no, we
don't.
don't. We really, really
Disclaimer.
don't.
We don't.
Well, no, this has to do with creepers because you said nice guys.
Then how do we get into rap from that?
You know what?
Creepers.
These nice guys need rap in their life. Except South Park
These
Mexican, you don't need
nice
him in your
guys
life.
just need a slap to the face.
No,
Maybe
I
not.
say,
People like that.
I say
You gotta be
sometimes,
careful with that.
That's
I say
true.
sometimes that they just need like
Well,
huge
okay, the
reality
thing is,
checks
the thing,
sometimes.
here's
like,
the thing: you have some of these guys.
that's why I
that-
post that up.
They're getting aggressive now because they've never had a girlfriend. They've never held hands with a girl.
Well,
You wonder
that's
why.
not our
They've
fault.
been
I wonder
one-handed
why. They
for
can't have
years.
like fucking like inboxes.
Is
and
it
be
our
like,
here's
is
the
it
thing,
our
here's the
job
thing, here's
to
the thing.
make them like
Like
feel
okay,
great?
like we're not gonna say names,
It's
but
not my job.
they kind of like want to hit on like you guys are like they want to hit on like 8, 9s, and 10s, and when these guys are like 3s.
Oh, like the lowest on the food chain.
No, the lowest on the food chain is like 0.
I know what I'm talking about. Some of the guys that
I don't want to put like like numbers. On,
I will.
like, on people.
3s.
threes, motherfucker, threes.
Sometimes they're not. I met some like guys who say they're nice guys and they're attractive, but then they can
They're
be so
douches.
douchey.
Yeah.
And like no offense, like your
No,
attitude.
They
is
they
what
look
kills
good,
it.
but when you come home, they're sitting there in a chair in a dark room going, "Where were you?"
No. It's
smoking
that,
a
it's that
cigarette in
couch
the dark.
from those that like the sitting couch, whatever it is.
The casting couch?
Yeah, that's the casting couch.
Don't act out.
Where were you? You're 10 minutes and 4 seconds late.
What were you doing? I was with my family. No, you weren't. Yes, I was. Like what the
You use a
hell?
GPS on your car.
Yeah.
And in your brain.
Who is this person?
Why
my
did you
father.
spend
the
10?
fuck?
Why did you spend exactly 10 minutes and 15 seconds at the gas station?
How do you know?
No,
that?
right? The creepy ones.
I thought it was there only 5 minutes. I just had to pee.
Gotta get that.
I thank God I haven't had anyone like that. Like, oh, where were you? Like, taking a shit. Why do you care? You want me to take a selfie
I never.
on the toilet?
Take a picture of your work.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Be like that.
I have never
The
met
hell?
somebody like that. Like that was.
You
so,
can't tell,
so
folks, but I'm
controlling.
making faces at her.
I'm just kidding.
I hope
My
you
my
are.
cousin's done that before.
Oh,
They sit
wow.
on the toilet.
No, like she took a picture of her crap.
Right.
It was
Your cousin.
Hashtag letting go of the past.
Hashtag. rest in peace,
Go with
Prime
my
Rib.
ex.
I'm pretty sure she would do that on the bed.
What?
Prime rib.
Jesus Christ.
I
Period on
left
the
you a
bed.
present.
Something you can remember me by. What's this?
You
When did you drink Kool-Aid? Oh my God, that's blood.
Oh no! Oh God!
There's so much iron in it.
Why would you know
Oh,
Oh.
fuck! I can't see Kool-Aid the same way now.
Let me push. We're gonna take a short break.
Called me. Hold on.
All right. So,
My
wait.
parents was like,
More cute. So we're back. We had to stop twice because
Handshake.
technical difficulties. So, what were we talking about? So,
Nice guys.
Finish
Talking about White
last.
Knights.
Hey.
Or
There's a
Night
reason
Knights,
why they finished last.
because they have to hold the door so everyone can walk in first.
Because they used to doing it for
Oh.
a second.
No, see, those are actual nice guys.
No,
No, that's just being, you know,
Courteous.
courteous. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
I mean, you can
that's
only
being
be
southern.
nice.
You can be a douche with common courtesy.
You can be. You can
You're
be.
welcome, bitch. No.
Nope.
Sounds like
Yes.
my exes. Oh my god.
You can't say that. You can't say that. That's not PC. No, well, sorry.
Master race?
Everyone here uses Apple.
Race. Apple's the best. I'm just
You
kidding.
know, Apple sucks.
Apple does. I have an Apple phone, but
Trade it.
iPhone.
I'm
their
sorry.
laptops are really good, though. I will admit.
they're
Yeah,
expensive.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, but
only
they're
good
good.
for like
Good.
art.
Yo.
and
Yeah,
shit.
multimedia stuff.
We really
Yeah.
get off topic.
This is, anyways.
Okay.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore at this point. We're talking about creepers. So Nicoletta, you got followed by two guys at a convention.
Yep.
You had to like
Nick and Naps.
seek out security or another panel or
No,
call the
basically.
Ninja Turtles or something.
Ninja Turtle.
No, basically, basically was talking to a couple of guys, and I was waiting for a panel, and so the time came up. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and go. So I said goodbye, and I went to the restroom.
Peace.
I didn't know they were following me,
Oh.
so I went to the restroom, and I had to take a mad piss, so I took my time in there, and I was like, all right, washed my hands, going out, went ahead and went up the escalators. Still didn't know I was followed, and I went to the panel, and the
Were
guy
they in the
was
restroom with you?
No, oh God,
Yeah,
no.
that's
Oh,
stupid.
God.
That's
Yeah,
stupid.
that's creepy.
No.
That's stupid.
They were-
That's a
Do you want
little
us to
too
hold it
obvious.
for you?
Oh.
Wait, but I didn't know, and this is like, and I was just going my merry way, and I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, I didn't think of like watching if anybody was
I
gonna
could
follow
totally
me.
picture you
La,
prancing
la, la.
around the con going, la, la, la,
Yeah,
la,
I know.
la,
I
la.
can picture that too. La, la, la.
Going to the con, going to the panel. So
We
I'm
got
going-
grandma's picnic basket.
This
Being
is a
followed
We
by
got
the big
like
bad
two,
wolf.
two big bad wolves coming up, and then so
I
what
wouldn't
happened?
call them big bad wolves, more like chihuahuas.
Chihuahuas.
Because they act all tough until you confront them.
Yeah.
Just singing a Disney song.
And so what happened is that I went to the panel, and apparently the panel was closed or rescheduled or something, some type of BS. But I was like, oh well, I didn't know. And then I turned around and I see these guys with alcohol, and they're just like, hey, we want to go with you. What you doing? And I was just like, what the hell? And then on top of that, they weren't even supposed to be in that area. Because this is for like the con conventions and everything for people that go into these conventions. So I don't even know how they got in there.
What are you trying to say? Congoers can't drink?
Well, no, it's just
I
there
know,
was no
I'm fine.
security. so
There was
no
no
one
there was no
watching.
security, and they didn't have badges because usually they only let people in that area if you have a badge. And so like
Someone's
I went
fine.
ahead and I saw them, and then I turned around and I whispered to this guy, I was like, these guys are following me. I don't know, I was like, I was freaking out. And then he realized like the situation of the hand. He was just like, he wasn't a security, but he was one of the volunteers for the con. And so he realized the situation, and then he told the guys like, sorry, you're not supposed to be up here. Do you have a badge for the con? No, we don't have badges. It's like, well, you have to go back downstairs. This is only for the people for the con, so this area is closed unless you have a badge, so I'm sorry. So he escorted them down, and I actually had to call one of my friends to come and like pick me up.
Yeah.
So to make sure I have like some sort of security around me, because these guys were following me in the con. They weren't con people, they were just people outside of the convention. But it's just like, like I stress on security, because you don't know, like a lot of these people, they be following you, and I've been catcalled at cons. And
First off, if you're not Dicks Out for Harambe, then you can't be at the con.
Yeah.
No.
And remember that guy
Anyways,
was.
but here's the
Proper
it was
him.
two. It was
Why did
yeah.
it take
He was cool.
them?
There's two guys
Where
following
was
me.
security to begin with checking for bad? Because these guys should have never been in that area.
They
to begin
weren't
with.
the security at that time. They,
It was non-existent.
it was non-existent.
Was
They
there a fresh batch of donuts?
fresh back. No.
Look at that volunteer was there.
Yeah, there's volunteers for it,
Prop
but
up to them.
yeah,
Probably
but the
like
problem
8, 9
is,
o'clock at night.
yeah, but the problem is that some cons, like sometimes security, like sometimes they have to pay for security, or the hotel or the convention will provide it, depending. I don't really know much about it, but I guess at the time their budget was low, and so they didn't have security watching or volunteers, because like they could have just had a person watching to see
This
if they
was
had
also
badges
on
or
the
not.
back escalators too.
Yeah.
So like next year, I could always volunteer my service for security because I am licensed.
Yes, I know. You told me.
So I'll be like, hey,
I'll be an assistant.
next time somebody tries to follow you, can I help you?
Flashlight.
We're just trying to hang out. No, you aren't.
Oh, you ain't-
You
No,
aren't
we
anymore.
No, you're not. Where's your badge? Where's your badge? Let me see your badge. I don't know. Let me see it. Where is it? Where is it? Get the fuck out of here.
See, that's what we need. That's what we need.
Hey, no, because that's what happened when they put me in charge of Onikon's rave back in 2009. Okay, Jesse, you're in charge of the rave because the other guy, the guy in charge, got sick, and they couldn't put this other person in charge because we know who it is. Yeah, pause. So yeah, they didn't want to put him in charge, so they like, okay, Goku, you're in charge. So just like make sure they don't do this and like no circle. So I told one of my other buddies, okay, look, see that circle, dude, go break it up. Oh, I went over there and they wouldn't listen to me. They don't want to, so I go there. Hey, break this shit. They scattered like roaches when you turn on the light.
Yeah. That's only fun to do. I could do that.
Break this shit up.
I
don't play. I'll yell at you.
Yeah, I mean,
carry the flashlight.
that's why I always stress like for conventions to have like some type of security or just people to make sure like
at least they should have some because they don't have security. They have a safety team. What's that gonna do? They give them like a patch of quarters to call the real cops.
Well, sometimes it just helps if somebody's just there, like the person who helped me.
They need certified security that are willing to volunteer.
that's true.
The buff guys.
The buff guys.
They're gonna flash the gun like.
Yeah, I mean, and then like people always complain about like the white knights and everything, and I'm just like, hey, these people,
I ain't no white knight. Just give me a beer and a do rag, and I'm good.
Like, go pull out your gun. This is my badge. Where your badge?
I don't even need a gun. Just give me like a fork, and I'm good. You want some of me?
Yeah, sometimes
you want the meaty part.
I'll take a piece of you. But you gotta. The thing with creepers is they're always going to be there. They're essentially, and we're not trying to scare a lot of the. When we started doing these podcasts, we're trying because there's a lot of new people that want to join there's a new generation of people like you. You're part of like this new wave of cosplayers that suddenly came to us. Because remember, I've been around since 2007.
Yeah.
I was there when Twinsic first started growing, and there were other groups that were bigger than Twinsic, but they're gone now.
Hope they're doing good.
They're doing really good.
That's good.
So, like, all these old cosplayers have either stepped to the side or they're not doing as much anymore, or they kind of had to move on with their lives, or they're still active, but they never really exploded into. But then we got like you're kind of like the new wave of cosplayers that are coming in and taking all the spotlight now. And then after you guys, when you guys get a little older, there's going to be another wave of cosplayers. And they're going to look at this very intimidating group of people because there is a lot of drama. There are a lot of creepers. Cosplay is sexualized. It is like a TV drama. This is like a Mexican soap opera. This is a novella.
A novella.
I mean, someone's getting screwed over.
Somewhere.
I mean, it's only 72 hours, and yet so much happens in a single day.
Like Las Vegas.
Did you hear? This is what that person said, or this person's following that person, or they hooked up, they're dating, they broke up.
Yeah.
When something happens, if you even shake someone's hand, you hear about it.
It's like and sometimes you can't even call out on some of a lot of these people or cosplayers like BS.
Because they're so sensitive.
Because they're either so sensitive or they have like a huge army backing them up. No matter what they say, it's kind of like, well, they have a huge army that could literally tear down your ego.
That's what Prime Rib did. She was like, well, I have they're all thirsty fucks ready to back your ass up.
Like, here's the thing, folks. And I'm not exactly the best person. I try to give advice to people, but like a lot of my friends don't listen to my advice, and that's fine. That's understandable. But whenever I tell them something's going to happen, that usually tends to happen. Here's the thing. When it comes to calling somebody on, yeah, you're going to try to call somebody out on their BS, and they have like this army of people. But remember, sometimes you have to go through hell to get to heaven.
The best seats.
Sometimes.
Yeah, no, always. You always have to.
That's not like what I say.
Sometimes you have to, if you know you're right, if you know what you're doing is right, and you have to stand up for even if you say something completely terrible, like if you're wrong, sometimes you do something, you do a project or you say something, you believe it's right, even if it's wrong, if you take a shit, as long as you have to stand by that shit. That's the whole point of Geeks 5 Ever. We're trying to take these situations and we're trying to help people, because when these new cosplayers come in, it's going to be overwhelming. It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be frightening, discouraging even.
Yeah, I will admit on the discouraged part because I always I looked at Twinsics were they were amazing. I love their work, and then now but it took me so long to get to.
But I mean, who
really
wants?
Good at sewing.
You see these cosplayers, but who wants to be a part of a community where everyone's fighting and backstabbing each other?
Well, that's high school in general.
That I mean, honestly, that's high school.
But nobody wants to go to high school.
No, that's true too.
Well, nobody does want to go to high school.
But honestly, it's you're gonna face the backstabbing, the back talking behind people's backs, saying shit talk to other people. You're gonna face that anywhere, in work, in school, in life, even in your own house. Sometimes there's people have even drama in their own house. I even have drama at my own home. I don't even like my cousin that much. But still, I mean, shit happens, and to me, it's just I don't think that should be discouraging at all, you know. But also at the same time, you gotta be careful of what you said because some of these YouTubers, they said some pretty racist stuff just to be raunchy, just to be edgy, and in the end, that shit bites them in their ass sometimes. And they're just people are well, you said this racist comment
and I
over
hate
here,
to say
you
this.
know? You gotta be
I
careful.
hate to say this, and I don't condone hate speech, but when you take away people's right, if you tell somebody they cannot say their hate speech or whatever they want on the internet, then you're kind of taking away their freedom of speech.
That is true, but I'm just talking about in general about talking shit because that shit's gonna get back at you.
Your opinions should be kept to your
right, but they are entitled to express their opinion. But I'm just saying because we do a shit talk podcast.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes when I see stuff on the when it happens to cosplayers or whatever's going on, I usually broad it. You know, I don't like when cosplayers do this. Or cosplayers should be more specific of what they're doing instead of umbrella their skills and whatnot. You know,
this is
mention
totally
things.
condoning, but when drama goes on, I like to sit back in the popcorn. But I don't like
be
to
like
be
Michael Jackson. Be
exactly.
And for the new people that have creepers, you know, and we're talking about drama now, but we're gonna for listen, you're gonna have haters.
Oh, yeah.
You're always going to have haters, but that just means you're doing something right. If somebody has to constantly badmouth you behind your back, that just means you're the center of their lives.
Yeah.
If someone takes the time out of their day to make your life hell, then they're just...
They have no life. They have no life.
With everything that went on with me, they took their time to make my life hell. You know what? They have no life at all. Their life is way more worse than mine.
I could tell you from experience because this actually happened to me. There's one girl. I mean, she was getting into cosplay as well too, but this happened years ago, and she basically was passive aggressive type of people. She'll post up memes and everything, and so we had a fallout. And so she was just posting up all these memes on her page and everything and trying to get a rise out of me and trying to get me to say something back or do another passive-aggressive, thing of memes or whatever. And I didn't. I just, I'm just living my life, posting pictures, I'm going, visiting friends, eating, here's, hashtag eating at Denny's, hashtag food porn, just anything.
Hashtag fat ass.
Fat ass. Just, living my life and just, totally ignoring the fact that she's bad-mouthing me on Facebook or passive-aggressive. I have been bad-mouthed and passive-aggressive on many people. Have done that to me many times. But in the end, when I didn't respond to that, when I just completely ignore it, that just made them even more pissed. But then I didn't care, and then it showed people that they were the bad guys in the situation because I was just not responding to all that hate.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up. Is there any final... Shut up.
Wrap it up before you tap it up.
Black guy.
Token black guy.
Anyways, is there any last comments, either Mr. Linkser or Sakiri, that you would like to say to the...
Mostly, use a buddy system at all times when possible.
Watch out for your junk.
Watch out for your
junk.
Sure.
Or because you always have women having their asses groped or whatever. I mean, it's not going to stop it completely, but it'll at least discourage it.
Yeah.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Okay, you're absolutely right, though. Buddy system is very important. That at least let somebody know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just leave and don't tell anybody where you're going.
Yeah,
Right.
don't ever do that, please.
Because if you disappear, they got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Miss Sakiri, I know you're getting ready for Delta this podcast. We're going to try to post this up before.
Yeah.
So.
My whole suggestion of that when it comes to creepers, from my experience, they have never came up to me or talked to me. I had a couple of them, like one specific person actually threatened me, but nope, they haven't even came near me.
You're a little intimidating
whatsoever.
though, because whenever you're like at the con and you're hungry, I'm gonna stab somebody unless I get a cheeseburger.
I'm gonna stab a bitch.
Well, I mean, there's been times when she's been picked up without permission.
Yeah.
Guys
like
would
that
actually
dude
come
at
up
Akon.
and just, like,
Yeah,
grab and
there's
pick her
a
up.
couple of people that are like, hey, can I take a picture of you? And and I said sure, and I'm like, like you could come over here. I'll just put your hand. I'll put my hand just around your shoulder, and they will literally like pick me up and hold me like bridal style.
Yeah, I've seen.
And then I'm just like, what the hell's going on? I was like, I can't feel the floor anymore. What the fuck?
Why did I get taller?
Why that? Am I flying? Fuck.
It's
I've
like,
died.
You gotta realize,
I've
I'm
died.
like, I'm mini. I'm really, really tiny. So
She's
somebody,
a fun-sized Snickers.
somebody can like
Fun-sized
pick me up and
Rachel
just
likes
carry me
Simba.
away, and I'll be like, okay.
I wish I was smaller.
But for
Calm down.
if
Like
you ever
5'5".
have creepers, on the internet or something, and
Tall
if they're
chicks are hot,
bothering
too.
you,
They're like trees. You get to climb them.
There you go.
if you have creepers bothering you, my advice is not the best advice, but
Don't let them
block them
discourage you.
and then post that shit on Facebook,
Hit
because
'em
that's
with a
gonna make
stick.
them stop.
And to them
Bruh.
moms.
And send it to their moms,
Post that
send it to
sh-
their
no.
girlfriends.
Yeah,
like,
send it to their girlfriend.
A
yeah,
kick to the dick
like
is
just
everyone's
blast
best friend.
that off, because that's the only way to
No,
get
no,
some of
it's
these
not.
guys.
Okay,
to
maybe not
stop.
for us.
Not the best
Some people,
advice.
they like it.
Not
I
the
don't.
best
Who the
advice.
hell likes
My
that?
advice, not the best
Hey,
advice.
we live in a new age.
You have any last words to say? Token black guy.
Token
Token black guy.
How are
Finally
you like
gets
two
a
different
word.
shades of black?
Because I work out in the
It's
sun
tanning.
and the shirt.
Oh shit, he does.
You
One's
do
like,
have two shades
oh
of black.
shit.
I'm this light.
It's like
It's
a
like the fucking
gradient
creamy
thing.
Oreo, where it's like dark and then like
That's
kind
the
of.
thing I hate about my job. It gave me an unwanted tan. I'm this light.
Makes you
We need picture references.
pictures.
Shut up. And
Picture.
Harambe.
You said it wrong.
Shut up.
It's Harambe.
You're black.
Come
You're
on.
supposed- come on.
Haram, this isn't Kwanzaa. Calm down.
All right, boss man.
All right.
I know
Any last words?
Don't let
Comments?
them discourage you. Like, if someone comes up to you, just make sure you're using a buddy system.
the bit.
If you have a cosplay prop, use that to your advantage.
Sometimes the
I'm
white
just
girl.
kidding.
Sometimes the white girl in there kicks in. Don't let them discourage you.
Don't let them discourage you, okay?
I'm not that way.
You are.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Look at her butt.
I can
It is
totally see
so
you throwing a
big.
heel at somebody. Bitch.
Just fucking take him to the eye, bitch.
Just no, not even do. Just chunk it at him. Just
No. Take off my flip flop. What you say?
ninja star. So
Like, don't mess with cosplayers. We got weapons.
I'll hit you
We'll
with
get
that.
creative.
We get
all
creative.
right, well,
Take
the-
out these sewing
the
needles.
podcast went a little bit longer than I
People like
totally
multitask.
wanted it
It's
to.
okay.
Imagine that.
People multitask.
It is getting late.
Stay
Everyone,
on
I want everyone to
target.
get home
Nope.
safely.
It's
But
like we were talking about.
We're gonna get shot.
We talk about dicks.
we will do another creeper podcast somewhere down the road. We're gonna do a shit talk, and she's definitely invited for that. You guys are invited at Delta HCon as well, because we're gonna do a podcast.
You gotta
so.
say who these people are.
Tell me, like, give me a message of
Oh,
like
don't have a
what
pizza
your.
party next time.
Yeah. See,
No,
the,
give me-
the problem was that Comic Fillers, we were supposed to have a podcast, but we ordered pizza and burgers.
Oh, that sounds
And everyone
fucking
just
delicious.
ended up sitting there and like, podcast? What?
What the fuck is that?
Well, send me like information like what you're doing at the Tales for the podcast, and I'll see if I could try to come to some.
Well, I'll let you know because my schedule's gonna be shit during
Yeah.
Delta.
I think I'm doing a couple of panels.
I'm doing 7.
Yeah, I'm doing a couple.
Yeah.
I was gonna sell some stuff, but like since I'm broke ass, I'm like nope.
I'm just gonna sell some stuff too, but nah. Anyways, thanks for listening, guys. This it's Anime Unrated. Please hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already subscribed, hit the like channel. There will be links to all of their Facebook / Bookface and the MySpaces and the Tweety Bird accounts and the
All the
High
accounts.
Five.
All the
and
accounts.
all the accounts, all of them. Yeah, I'm getting old here, folks.
Feel free to
check out-
message me as long as it's not creeper stuff.
Yeah, no, as
Please
long
give a
as you're
shout
not
out to.
creep.
Please check out Under Subsidence, who provided the theme song, the official theme song from Geeks 5 Ever. We'll see everyone at Delta HCon. Remember, Delta HCon is at the Houston Marriott. What is it called?
I don't know.
It's at the
JW Marriott.
JW Marriott. It's at the JW Marriott, Houston, Texas, August 19th through the 21st. If you purchased your tickets, do so right now at deltahcon.com. Also, check out our other previous videos. Check out there. You're in another podcast with somebody else, right?
Yes,
we'll
I
post
am.
a link up to that too.
Share for share.
And share for share. Like for like.
Share for
Subscribe. Dicks out for dicks out.
Dicks off for Harambe.
Dicks out for Harambe.
Send me a link to your cosplay page. I'm gonna post that shit on my
And
page.
yeah, make sure you send that shit to me too. So thank you everyone for listening to the podcast. We will see you later. The next podcast we're gonna do is at Delta HCon. Well, that's not the next one we're gonna release. The next one I do with them will be at Delta.
And
Peace.
Don't forget to do the creep.
Oh, that's right.
And do the creep.
This is Anime Unrated, and I'm telling you to stay classy.